Hello Pokemon fans, and welcome back to another video by the Pokemon Evolutionaries. As always, I am Professor K, and today I'll be bringing you a Pokemon Trading Card Game online matchup. I'm going to be using my Yveltal Garbodor deck, and see what we can come up with today. While we're waiting for an opponent, let's just talk a little bit about this deck. It's seen quite a bit of play recently, especially in Nationals and foreign Nationals, and I think it's going to be a big contender. So, yeah, go ahead and play it and see what we've got going on. I had the option to go first here. I'm going to go ahead and say yes. So, looks like I've got one basic to put out there, which will be my Yveltal EX. And we'll be waiting for my opponent here. Let's see what kind of deck we're up against. Looks like we're up against a fairy deck. Alright, so I've drawn into a Bouffalant, which I'm going to go ahead and put on the bench. Going to go ahead and play my Hypnotoxic Laser. Get that out of my hand. And I see that I have two Juniper in my hand, and I really don't want to Juniper away two Bicycles and a Juniper. Did get to sleep there, that's always good. Turn one Geomancy for him would not be very good for us, especially since he's got Spritzee out on the bench already. Since I have two Junipers in my hand here, and I got two Bicycles, I really don't want to Juniper away. I'm going to go ahead and try to get an N here with my random receiver. See what we come up with. Looks like we got a Colress. Oh, man. That could have been any worse. Well, I think I'm just going to end my turn here. And we'll go ahead and see Xerneas take 10 damage in between turns. And Xerneas did wake up, so that's unfortunate for us. Alright, so it looks like he's attaching Fairy Energy, going to play a Level Ball. Probably going to go for another Spritzee. Yep, that's what I thought. So we have another Spritzee there. Alright, so we see an N. Very good. Good for me. Very good for me. Doesn't bother me to see my opponent do that. I'm okay with a fresh 6. Alright, so we see a Victini. Oh, looks like this is going to be a Mega Kangaskhan deck with that Victini with Victory Star coming up here. Opponent's going to use Geomancy here. And attach a Fairy Energy to Virizion. And to Spritzee. Take 10 damage in between turns for poison. And going to be passing to me. Alright, as I was saying here, we got Victini with Victory Star. That's going to be used with Mega Kangaskhan for sure. Alright, let's put that Verbank City Gym up into play here. And let's see. Boy. Do I try for the random receiver one more time? Let's give it a shot. Well, we got the Colress. At least this time it's a little more effective. So I think I'm going to go ahead and Ultra Ball away a Garbodor. No, you know what? I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to go ahead and Colress. Colress for 5. I need some energy. Oh, no energy. Alright, so we'll bench Darkrai, bench an Yveltal, bench a Sableye, and we'll Bicycle for 3 more cards here. And still no energy, so let's Bicycle for 1. And a Professor's Letter. Alright, finally we get some access to energy here. Oh, I was beginning to worry, guys. Didn't know what was going on. Very, very rare to not get an energy attachment. Alright, go ahead and attach to Yveltal EX right there. And I'll go ahead and end my turn. There we see Xerneas taking another 30 damage in between turns now with that Verbank City Gym in play. I have Virizion EX there, though. That's a scary one. If we see some Rainbow or Prism Energy come into play here, I will see that poison go off of Xerneas very quickly with Virizion's Verdant Wind ability, which any Pokemon that has Grass Energy attached can't be affected by special conditions, so that will hurt quite a bit if we see that Rainbow or Prism Energy come into play, considering that it provides every single type of energy, and in this case would provide Grass Energy for Virizion's ability. Okay, looks like my opponent is really considering what to do here. Not seeing much of a response from him. We may see Kami come up before long telling him to hurry up. Okay, we see a Fairy Energy finally go on to Spritzee and a Skyla. Probably for an Evisoda or an Ultra Ball. Or a Level Ball, actually, even would do the trick here. Gonna go for that Aromatisse, no doubt. Oh, it's for a Colress. Okay, well that's kind of a surprise unless he has an Aromatisse or a way to get Aromatisse in his hand already. No. Oh wow. Okay. Very rare you see a Skyla for a supporter. Especially when you have the opportunity to get an Aromatisse there out into play, unless he doesn't have any. It very well could be prized for all we know. Alright, so we've got a way to get a knockout here. For sure. 80. Going to attach a muscle band to the active Yveltal EX. Sorry about that. Attach a dark energy here to Yveltal EX as well. And I think I just go ahead and go for the Evo Ball for knockout. Take our prize here, another Juniper. Alright, so we see Victini come up into play now. Without Kangaskhan, Victini's pretty much useless at this point, and he could retreat very easily here with a 1 retreat cost. We do see an Yveltal EX come down on the bench, and there's the Fairy Energy. Sorry, not the Fairy Energy, the Rainbow Energy coming down on Virizion. So he'll take 10 damage there. We'll see a Colress for a pretty decent amount of cards here, 8 to be exact. So Virizion now is not able to be affected by special conditions, and it can be moved around once he gets Aromatisse into play. And there goes my Verbank City Gym. Alright, so we're going to see an Emerald Slash here for at least 70 damage. Now with that Muscle Band. This is definitely going to be his biggest attacker, so that is the best bet for him at this particular point in time. Okay, I see way too much to discard here, so I'm just going to go ahead and play the end. My opponent already has 6 cards, so he gains nothing, but I gain quite a bit with this hand. So I'm going to go ahead and attach a double colorless to Yveltal EX and go ahead and Evo Ball for 160 damage, enough to get the knockout on Virizion EX. Very, very good end for me that time. Looks like we get a Dark Energy and a Float Stone. Where are my Trubbish, I wonder? Not that I need to shut off any abilities just yet, considering that he does not have Aromatisse in play just yet. But it would be nice to see Trubbish get on the bench at least. Okay, my opponent is going to Ultra Ball, discarding a Druddigan and a Xerneas non-EX. Probably... Okay, there's the Aromatisse. I was wondering when he was going to get that into play. We see a Shauna here for 5 fresh cards. Probably looking for that Rainbow Energy to put onto Yveltal EX so he can hit me for a very large Evo Ball. There it is. Right there. That's what I was afraid of. Alright, so we're going to see a 20, a 40, a 60, an 80, 100, 120, 140. Yeah, definitely going to see a knockout here on my Yveltal EX. That's unfortunate. Could not save my energy as much as I wanted to. See an Evo Ball for 140 damage, knocking me out very cleanly here. I'm going to go ahead and promote my Sableye. And I'll bench the Darkrai, attach a Muscle Band to my Yveltal EX, attach a Dark Energy to my Sableye, and I'm going to go ahead and Colress for 7 cards. Alright, there's a Trubbish. Go ahead and play Hypnotoxic Laser here, trying to get for the sleep if at all possible. And we see no sleep. Alright. I'll go ahead and just Junk Hunt here. What do I want to get back? I think I need to get back a Laser. And probably Professor's Letter would be a good idea as well. We'll see his Yveltal here take 10 damage in between turns. Aromatisse is going to take 10 damage there for the attached Rainbow Energy. And Sableye will see the knockout on this turn. Oh, okay, so we see a Colress for 8 on this hand from my opponent. Looks like he's really taking his time with his turns here. Alright, so he's going to play a Dowsing Machine, going to get back a Trainer card, discarding a Shauna and a Xerneas for an Ultra Ball. Interesting choice. We might see the Kangaskhan come down now. Would not surprise me at all to see that, unless it's prized. Discard a Skyla and a Shauna. Playing the Ultra Ball to get... There it is, the Kangaskhan EX. Okay. You see a free retreat into the Kangaskhan, and we will probably see a Kindred Kick here for knockout. As soon as we finish seeing Aromatisse moving around the energy here. Alright, got the tails on that, doesn't matter. Hits for 70 damage. And knocks out my poor Sableye. Okay. 20, 40, 60, 81, 120. I don't think there's any way. 20, 40, 60, 81, 120, 140, 160. There's no way he can knock out in my Yveltal EX here. So if I put it up, I don't think I'm going to have to worry too much. So I'll go ahead and play the Hypnotoxic Laser here. And I'm going to go ahead and put my Yveltal on the bench. Play my Professor's Letter. Getting 2 Dark Energy. And I'm going to go ahead and attach to my active Yveltal EX. And I have to end my turn. Where are my dark patches? That's what I want to know. Be nice to see those, so I can start getting some energy in play. At least I got the sleep on Kangaskhan there, and he is not able to retreat. So we're going to see Aromatisse get the energy off that Kangaskhan real quick, but that's okay because I have other plans for this on the next turn. Puts it all on the Kangaskhan EX. Very, very nice. Alright. Heads, he's still nope, heads wake up. Okay, doesn't matter for me. I'm perfectly okay with that. I'm going to go ahead and attach a double colorless energy here. 20, 40, 60, 81, 120, 140, 160. Looks like I'm 20 short of being able to knock out that Kangaskhan. So, what do I want to do here? 20, 40, 60, 81, 120, 40, 160. I wish that 20 damage was over here. Could use a Dust Noir right about now. Alright, I think I'm going to... Tough call. There's enough energy. 20, 40, 60, 81, 120, 140, 160. 20, 40, 60, 81, 120, 140, 160. He has enough damage to knock me out in between turns. On his next turn, I should say, with that Yveltal EX. So my best bet here is probably going to be to Y Cyclone to the Bouffalon. As much as I really don't want to, I don't want to become a sitting duck here and lose all the energy that I have in play. I'd rather go ahead and just throw that onto the active or the benched Bouffalon and put it up next turn and potentially deal the damage. Unless we see a max potion, and we do. Ugh. That's what I was afraid of. I did not want to see that max potion, but that is a very common play with these Aromatisse decks. Alright, we see a Muscle Band go on to Kangaskhan EX and a Juniper. discarding another Juniper and a Max Potion. Pretty even game so far, but I think he's got the upper hand here. Alright, there's the Mega Kangaskhan EX, and he's probably going to just Mega Evolve for the turn. That would be my best guess here. He sees that I'm up with 1 energy, doesn't know what's in my hand. I can almost bet that that's probably what is going to happen here. Okay, maybe not. We're going to see the energy go onto there. We'll see it come up and moving that fairy energy. Okay, he's taking all the energy off of there. I see what's going on here. Leaving the Kangaskhan up, Mega Evolving the one on the bench. Okay, so now we have to deal with this Mega Kangaskhan EX. Alright, so now I think I'm going to go ahead and discard a Juniper and a Dark Energy. Go ahead and get my Garbodor into play. Gonna go ahead and evolve into Garbodor here, and I don't want to discard my double colorless, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and attach that for turn. I really want to Lysander out 20, 40, 60, 81, 124, 160. Really want to Lysander out this one up here. I think I'm going to. Go ahead and Eva Ball for 160 damage. Let's see what he does here. Kind of a risky call, but we'll just have to see. At the very least, I have a way to power up my Bouffalant. Okay, we see a Shauna here. Gonna shuffle back in 2 more cards, drawing 5. He's down to 7 cards left in his deck. But I'm pretty sure this game will be over with before he can deck out. Oh, we see a Professor's Letter. Will that go for anything? No, that is going to fail. I did not think he had any more energy in his deck. So pretty much everything that he has is what we're working with right now, as far as energy. So if we can find a way to shut off Aromatisse's ability, here with a Float Stone maybe, there might still be a good chance here. But it all depends. Alright, so we're going to see some energy moving around here to different places. With that Aromatisse, now seeing that I have the Garbodor in play. I don't really know why he's moving it around to all these different Pokemon, though. That's kind of interesting. He's just moving it back and forth and around by the looks of it. Okay, so we're just going to see a Mega Evolution for the turn by the looks of it. We have 2 Mega Kangaskhan to deal with now. That's pretty brutal. Very rare that you see 2 Mega Evolutions in one turn like that. Okay, so gonna go ahead and Dark Patch here. Finally getting one of those after drawing through a good 2/3 of my deck. And we're going to attach it to Darkrai EX. Go ahead and attach to the Bouffalant for turn. And play a Juniper here to get a fresh 7. We see a Float Stone here, that's always good. We can bump his Fairy Garden for my Verbank. Go ahead and play the Hypnotoxic Laser. Got a Tails on that. So we're going to see 40 damage, 50, 60, 70, 20, 40, 60, 81. 30, 40, 150. Alright, so I have a way to get a knockout here. And I think I will. I'm going to go ahead and move the dark energy I just attached away and onto Yveltal. Hey, what happened? There it goes. It was just lagging. That scared me for a second. I didn't think I had it there. So we're going to Evil Ball for 120. 150, 160. Oh, nope, I was just short of knockout there. But we will see a knockout coming back into my turn unless he finds a way to get out of there. But with Garbodor having the Float Stone attached, unless they can play a Megaphone or a Tool Scrapper, that will stay in play. And there's the startling Megaphone. Oh boy. There goes my Muscle Band and my Float Stone. Aromatisse can move the energy around once more. Oh man. Well, at the very least, he is going to lose that Yveltal to poison in between turns unless he chooses to just retreat with it, and that looks like what he's going to do. Alright. So there's Aromatisse again, activating, moving some more energy around. Mega Kangaskhan comes into play. The one without damage on it. If I could just get a way to get one of those two with damage in it in the active position, power up that Darkrai. Wham Bam Punch. We see for 120 damage. Alright, so I survived. Always a good thing there. Alright. So we're only going to be hitting for 140 anyways. I'm going to start powering up this Darkrai here. I'm going to go ahead and computer search for another tool card. Hopefully that's the only Megaphone that we see here. Actually, you know what? I have 13 cards in my deck. I'm just going to go ahead and play... What do we got here? Got 10 cards. If I can get a Colress, that would be fantastic. But I think all I have left are Juniper and N. Yes, I do. Alright, so just as good, I'll get the Juniper. And we'll go ahead and play that. Okay, so we have a way to do some more powering up here. Gonna go ahead and Dark Patch onto Darkrai EX. We're gonna go ahead and retreat. Oh no, we're not. I should have retreated before I put that Float Stone on. Not a big deal. Even if I lose that Darkrai, I do have, or even if I do lose the Yveltal, I'm still able to knock out the opponents on the bench here with Darkrai. I should have played that before I attached the Float Stone. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and Evil Ball here. And see what happens. See a Super Rod. Getting a Fairy Energy. Another Fairy Energy. And another Fairy Energy. Oh, it's all about that energy. See a Fairy Garden come into play here. And an N. Ouch! Alright, and then down to 3. We're left with a decent hand, though. That's not too bad. At least we do have a supporter here we could play. And a Hypnotoxic Laser. Okay. So... it looks like our opponent just conceded the game right here because he went ahead and chose to just switch into Yveltal and end his turn. So I guess I'll go ahead and pay the retreat cost here. Switch into Darkrai. We're going to go ahead and Night Spear for 90 damage to the active Yveltal. And... okay, we got... oh, no, we don't have enough to knock that out. I thought we did. Alright, no big deal. Go go ahead and put it on the Spritzy over here. I thought that Spritzy had 20 damage on it. Oh well. Alright, we see the Mega Kangaskhan come out. Opponent's down to 5 cards now. There's another startling megaphone. That's just what I didn't want to see. Wham Bam Punch. Okay, so the Wham Bam Punch does just a simple 130 damage here. Yep, alright. Our opponent can see what's going on here. Went ahead and conceded the game to me. Knew I was going to end up knocking him out this turn anyway. So, looks like Yveltal Garbodor does take a very close victory here against Aromatisse and Kangaskhan. So, there you see, we have the game. Did manage to pick up 12 tokens, not too bad here. 910 damage versus 530. I definitely dealt a lot more damage in this game. So, alright guys, that's it for this video. Yveltal Garbodor comes out on top this time. Let's see what happens next time when we play another game here on the Pokemon TCG Online. I will try to do more of this for you guys. If you do like to see it, please let me know in the comments section down below. As always, like, comment, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and let me know what you guys think. I did pick up another new headset, so hopefully the audio quality on this is better than the last video that you guys have seen. Like I said, guys, that's about it for today, so join us next time for another matchup on the Pokemon TCG Online, or whatever else we happen to put up next. So, alright guys, we'll see you next time.